Yeah, 16th floor out here living lavish. Put human lane on my shooter, he a savage. If that bitch bad, then you know I'm gonna bag it. If that bitch yours, then you know I done had it. Father went to jail, dog, I was a bastard. First time I cried, seen Trey in a casket. My niggas out here doing Ramadan fasting. Put my pistol on the shelf, man, it's a classic. I swear it's a classic. Smoking no gelati, man, I swear it's a habit. I swear it's a habit. I swear she the baddest. Yo, you tuning into Lil Mar this morning, the District Podcast, man. And I just want to say, man, shout out to everybody that's sending me just some good vibes and some good, opinions, some good feedback, just engaging with me and just chopping it up with me, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of that shit, more than I could ever expect, by just starting this out and everything, but I appreciate that, so, I just got to show a little of that, man. I've been seeing a lot of real shit, but once again, I did a poll, so today I'll be getting into, this is, I couldn't have picked a better topic, honestly, just because of who I am, but today I'll be getting into the beauty in being alone. Like, and I know I did a segment, excuse me for my stuttering, I know I did a segment talking about anxiety and isolation and stuff like that a few episodes back, but I just want to say this is going to be completely a different kind of conversation versus isolation and all that, because the beauty in being alone that's just who you are. That's what you're comfortable with. That's what you not only used to, but that's what you prefer. So I just want to get into that. I just want to start this out with a great quote that I see all the time. Before I used to be afraid of being alone. Now I'm afraid of having the wrong people as company. And that just speaks volume. I'm the type of person where I feel as though I like being alone so much. I don't know if I think a lot of times when you getting older, you just kind of did everything, or you did enough of the, in-house city shenanigans and shit. So you just get to the point where you just like, man, I just want to be to myself. I want to just take time to myself. I just want to be dolo, figure out where I want to go in life. And then you got people where it's like they can't take time for themselves. They got to be around other people. They got to distract themselves. They got to, just keep going, whether it's being around the wrong people or the right people or whatever. They just got to always have someone around or talk to someone because, half of the time it's because they don't want to face their own shit. Excuse me. Yeah, and me, I'm the type of person where I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or I got older or just mature. Like, I love being alone. Like, I find, like, I get the most shit done. And I seen Dolph said this shit in the interview, recipes Dolph. He said the realest shit. I get the most shit done when I'm by myself. When you alone and you really take pride in that, you really like, you embody that. Like, man, look, all I got is me. Not trying to, sound like you don't have help or whatever, but all you got is you to fix you and understand who you are and who you want to be. So when you take that time to be alone, you really like discover all that. Like, you discover a lot about yourself, and you discover like, damn, like a lot of shit I did is cool, but it's already done, and I don't really need certain motherfuckers around me no more at this point. Cause even if you love a motherfucker, sometimes y'all not on the same shit. Like, people change, people goals change, people who people become change, what people want out of life change. Ways about people change. So we always don't be on the same shit, and that's fine. That's cool. But I feel like once you start like taking that time to yourself and you see like all the work you are getting done, you see the progress you are making, you like, damn, you gonna fall in love with it. You gonna fall in love with just saying, man, it's cool if I had people around me. I got cool friends, I got cool family, all that. But I know I could do this shit, by myself, and there's less distractions, there's less, difference in opinions, there's less like confusion, and a lot of people shit just rub off on you, and it's like they ain't even my baggage to carry. And a lot of people want to be around you for the wrong reasons because you're beneficial. But I just feel like, yeah, speaking on this, it's just like it just represents me as a whole, because I stay to myself. Like, it's family members that don't even know certain shit about me. It's close friends that don't even know certain shit about me. And it's because, like, why the fuck everybody need to know everything about you? Like, I'm cool with just being in my space. I'm cool with just understanding what I got to do and just doing it. I'm cool with just knowing I can go somewhere and go to an event, hang out, but I don't have to. I'm comfortable if I don't, if I do. I'm not the type of nigga, like, I don't care to be seen. I don't care to be look at me, like if I do something, I'm literally doing it because it's naturally what I want to do and what I feel. It's no like egotistic outcome, or it's no like, oh, I want to be placed in this category. Like niggas be having shit, don't even gotta talk about it because we enjoy being to ourselves. We know like our accomplishments we don't got broadcast, our failures we don't got broadcast. We don't got broadcast nothing. We cool with just being in our space and just progressing and just want to go where we want to go. Not trying to make it seem so perfect and shit, but that's really the truth. It really is the truth. And I just feel like being, taking that time to yourself, especially after so much time you spend, just around other people or doing other things you probably don't even want to do, or whatever the case may be, taking that time to yourself, you're just gonna realize a lot. And I think as you get older, it's very, very, very important to do that because, we could lose ourselves. We could end up becoming people we hang around with. And that's what you don't want to do, whether it's good or bad. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are not who they are. They're an image of somebody they hanging around. Who the fuck want to live like that? Who the fuck want to have that to be their legacy? Oh yeah, I just, yeah, he like him. Like, nah, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter who I hang around, like I'm me. We may have similar traits, but I'm me. You gonna know it's these niggas from being individuals. Like, I just feel like that ain't the case with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? When a lovely surprise to discover how unlonely being alone can be. You discover a lot, like I said. And these are just like shit that I read or shit I just come across and it just resonate with me. But I know it's a lot of people that just like, they enjoy people company, they enjoy their friends and family around, they enjoy, doing stuff. I'm not saying like be alone, like be bored, just be in the fucking house bored by yourself. Like, nah, that's not what I'm talking about, Lord knows that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying like I'm comfortable, like not even just me, it's people out here that's comfortable in their own skin, they comfortable in their own space, they comfortable in their own mind, they enjoy their solitude, they enjoy their quiet time, they enjoy their peace. And that's the biggest fucking word I can say in this whole segment, peace, man. Niggas need peace. Like a lot of shit we getting stereotyped for, a lot of shit we going through, a lot of shit that get brought to a black man's plate. It be a lot of shit, but it don't be peace. It never be peace. It's how we gonna utilize you, how we gonna, I ain't even gonna get into all that, but it's a lot of shit that come with just, being a man. So, having that space to yourself and being comfortable with just being by yourself and just working and getting what you needed done out of life done by yourself without having to force feed yourself to other people, man, that's worth more than $1 million. And some niggas ain't gonna agree with that, but that's worth more than $1 million. Like, for real. I get people all the time like, damn, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Like, I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. What the fuck? Bro, I'm cool with just working on me, bro. Like, I've been around niggas for 10 years. Like, there's nothing else I can do. Like, there's nothing else. Like, I love motherfuckers. I care. I ain't trying to come off as, because a lot of people, they can misconstrue how you are. Like, oh, man, you think you better? Nah, like, it's not that I don't care or I don't give a fuck. It's just like, I know what I'm trying to figure out what it takes to get where I'm trying to go. And a lot of times no one can help me with that. And I ain't trying to say be around people because they can help you, but like you just realize so much just being to yourself. And I've been this way for years, bro. Like just a nigga that just like I'm not pressed to do nothing. Cause I know what I want to do. And once you get to that point, nigga, you unstoppable. Like truly you unstoppable. Yeah, and I just think, people just be force feeding themselves, man. Stop force feeding yourself. Like, it's cool. Like, you can always catch up with people later. You can always catch up with the newest trend later. You can always catch up to certain shit. But if you lose track of who you are because you can't take time to be solitude, handle your problems, and think about where you are at in life at the moment, then what you going to lose is a way bigger loss than you losing out on being in the loop. How the fuck you gonna be in a loop if you ain't even know who you are as a person? So now you just a trend, you know what I'm saying? You basically whatever it is going on, that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? You have no identity. And as people, we need to start understanding we need identities. I don't care what you got going on. Your first priority should be your mental and how you feel. A lot of times we put other people's feelings above ours. A lot of times. I know I did. But you realize a lot when you like, I can't help nobody if I can't help myself. That's point blank period. Like, so I enjoy my solitude. I enjoy, not having to pressure myself or not feeling like, oh, I gotta be somewhere. Like, nah, like, cool, man, though. I know what I want to get done, I know what I want to do, and that's just what I'm focused on. A lot of times I just want peace, man. I don't want to hear about no negative shit. I don't want to have to be around no niggas talking about something 15 years ago. I don't want to have to, you know, hear, like just the mindset is just much different. You don't want to come off as a person like, man, shut that shit up, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when niggas start feeling like you degrading them and shit. But that ain't even the case. It's just like, bro, let's walk forward, man. I ain't trying to keep on walking backwards and walking forward at the same time. We ain't gonna get nowhere. You basically on a treadmill. Yeah, you running fast as shit, but you ain't go nowhere, bro. You right here. So I just want to, just be an advocate for that. Just saying like, man, be alone, man. Take you a long time. There's beauty in being by yourself. And out of the 3 topics I put on the poll, this was the one that like majority, like definitely, I mean, if I'm doing it, of course, majority of people wanted it, but it blew my other suggestions out of the water because it's like, I feel like a lot of people, they feel like this. Like we getting older. It's like, I don't really got time for all that mess. I don't got time to just be trying to be, trying like what we chasing. Like your foundation is gonna get you to who you want to become as far as in the people's eyes. Not you just like trying to force it. Some of us out here 40 does listen to this. Some of us out here 30. Some of us out here late 20s, early 20s, mid 20s. And I guarantee if you ask younger people, if younger people ask older people like, hey, where you went wrong as far as internally with yourself? Majority of them gonna keep it real. Majority of them gonna blame it on somebody else. And that's because it's like, motherfucker, you should have just been alone. You should have, handle your business. And I ain't trying to get off track with the topic, but I'm just trying to make clear what I'm saying. Pretending to be happy when you're alone is an example of how strong you are as a person. A lot of people can't be alone for different reasons, because people left them or they ain't choose to move towards their solitude on their own. A lot of people alone because, shit just went left with whatever situation they was in. But I don't think we should be doing no pretending to be happy, It ain't no pretending, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, that's the best thing you can do. When you born, you're born. When you die, it's just you. Either way it go. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make much of our life. We gotta make much of our existence. We gotta make much of who we wanna be. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, like force feeding yourself to people, forcing yourself to be around situations that's expired, that's over, that's old. You're on a treadmill. I'm telling you. I've done it. I'm not saying this because I'm just suggesting. No, I've done it. I've gave my time to shit. Like, and I can't wait to do a segment on I said I was gonna do a segment on I'm gonna do a segment on I forgot the term. But when it came up, but it went away. I'm sorry. I'm a little fried right now, honestly. But yeah, like we ain't doing no pretending, man. Really just understand, man. It just all boils down to you and buckles down to you, man. It's beauty in it. It's beauty in that space. It's beauty in that quiet time. It's beauty in sometimes you gotta be bored in life, man. Sometimes, when you by yourself, you ain't got the much fun activity and a lot of active shit going on. But if you work on yourself internally, that's gonna be way more than, like I said before, you being in the loop. So I don't know if we reached that point mentally. But like I said, I'm gonna just speak on shit niggas don't want to speak on anyway. So you gotta hear it unless you just don't listen. Yeah, man. It's okay to choose peace over company, man. I think that's the best way to sum this whole conversation up. It's okay to choose peace over company. It really is, and once you learn that and once you master that, man, it's a wrap. You will never go back to needing no one. You'll never go back to feeling like you got to be somewhere. You'll never go back to that urge of nothing. You'll never go back to it. So I just want to say, man, everybody, you got to get to that point where you just, you responsible enough to understand, like, all right, man, like it ain't everybody's fault. Whatever I want, I can do that myself, Especially if the energy that you're around is just wild. And a lot of times the energy we be around is wild. It's nothing positive. It's nothing that's gonna get you nowhere. It's nothing that's gonna. It's just something to talk about most of the time. At least where I'm from. Shit, somebody might be listening to this shit somewhere in another country or something. Well, where I'm from, Washington D.C., a lot of people you be around. It ain't really nothing going on. Ain't really nothing going on. 10 times out of 10, I did it. Guarantee you that. So yeah, there's beauty in being alone, and you know, when you're alone, that's when you truly, you understand. You understand your spirit, you understand your faith, you understand who you are. It's a big surprise to you, man. It could change your whole perspective on how you've been moving, how you want to move. And I just want to keep it at that. I got some shit to do, honestly. So I want to keep this kind of short, but yeah, this little mall, you listen to the mall in the district, and hopefully I can articulate that to where people can feel that and understand that, and understand all I'm trying to do here and say here is what I experience and what I do. So may not agree, but you'll agree later. So we out.